My name is Professor Allison Whipple, and since I'm asking you to do an intro video for this class, I'm recording one too. I actually recorded one last January of 2019 when I first taught this course, but since we're all working from home, it seemed a little weird to just stick that one back up, so I thought I'd make a new one. From my home space. My dog might pop in, or she might not. She's a little camera shy. But I'll put up my old video too so you can see that. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself. I know I put a little bit of an about me in the start here section, but you know, we're all virtual, so let's take a chance to connect in other ways. And now you can probably hear my dog eating. She eats when she wants. She's her own animal. So, just some things about me. I've been at ACC since 2013, and the thing that I love most about my job, there's a lot of things I love about my job. I really appreciate ACC students, and I'm not saying that to be pandering. I know I have a lot of friends who teach at a lot of other schools, and I just feel super lucky to work with students at ACC who are all just hard workers, very committed to what they're doing, very committed to their goals, and always putting forth their best. And I feel very lucky to be at my job, even on hard days or hard years when, I'm teaching from home all the time. Let's see. In the tea versus coffee debate, I do like tea and coffee, but I prefer tea. I'm drinking some Java breakfast tea right now. On our optional video sessions, I will probably be drinking some sort of, usually the optional sessions, most students tend to want those in the evening. Sorry, my screen goes blank if I let it sit too long. Power saving, but so, if we're doing our live sessions in the evening, I'll probably be drinking some chamomile tea, but if it's in the day, I'll be drinking maybe a black tea or an oolong tea. My most favorite tea is a tie between either Tea Kuan Yin or milk oolong. Tea Kuan Yin is another type of oolong. I love both of those very much. I happen to be out of both, so I should probably order some more. When it comes to grading, I'm a big fan of having something on in the background while I'm grading. I actually have ADHD, and it just helps me focus. So I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I also like to play music. My favorite band is the Mountain Goats, but usually if I'm grading, I'm probably putting on disco. And honestly, what really helps me focus is to put on one song on repeat for like 3 hours, and I can just grade so well. So it's probably what I'm listening. If it's not a podcast, I'm probably listening to some disco. I get asked a lot, and I thought I would just mention this in this video, because I get asked a lot, like, what do I most appreciate out of students? In terms of like classroom behavior, etiquette, things like that. I always appreciate a subject line in emails, just always. I really appreciate that. And I always appreciate when it's clear that, someone has read the directions all the way through before asking a question. Reading them doesn't necessarily mean you get it perfect or that you will understand them, but I can always tell when someone has definitely read the directions and made an attempt to understand them, and I really appreciate that so much. And then something fun, well, we're still in pandemic, and I've always had a lot of hobbies, so many hobbies. I'm one of those people. And but my favorite hobby that I've started in the pandemic is quilting. I made 3 quilts in 2020. I'd never made a quilt before. Done them all by hand because I don't have a sewing machine, and I'm just not super excited to learn to use one. So 3 quilts all by hand, and then I took a break over the holidays, and I'm actually now just waiting on some material to come in. My mom is a huge Beatles fan, and I'm going to make her a Beatles quilt for Mother's Day. So I had to get a bunch of fabric on Etsy, and I'm just waiting for it to show up, and then I'm going to get started on that. So anyway, that's a little about me. I'm glad to be turning off the camera. I do not like recording myself. You'd think I'd have gotten used to it by now, since I record myself every week for class announcements, but in fact, I have not. So I'm glad to be done with this, and I look forward to seeing all of your videos in the next couple of days.